Great. So my name is Romana Gammer, and I am excited to share some thoughts and experiences with you in the next 15 minutes. So I'll just throw a question at you. Have you ever been worried about your future, your career, about companies cutting back on jobs and substituting people with intelligent machines, about not being able to get a job in uncertain times? And we are definitely in uncertain times now. There are a lot of different angles to these questions. And yes, some kinds of jobs can be done by machines. And yes, we find ourselves in uncertain times. And yes, the future is always unknown, unless you're a fortune teller. But I will try to eliminate your fears and shine a light on your career potentials, especially why and how you could support companies on the digital transformation journey in the future. After I graduated from the master's program Marketing and Sales at IMC Krems, I started working in sales in a tech startup in Munich. And hooked by the challenges that you're able to solve with technology and software solutions, I wanted to go bigger. Not only did I want to work in an international corporation, but I also wanted to personally grow, to improve my business acumen and my sales skills. So 1.5 years ago, I then joined Salesforce as a business development representative in Dublin. And my job is a sales role typical for tech companies, in which my main goal is to source business opportunities. In this role, I talk to CEOs, CSOs, CMOs, but also sales reps, service agents, IT admins, marketing managers about their struggles in their day-to-day jobs, how easy or difficult it is for them to reach their targets, and how simple or hard it is to keep track of past activity, of their current numbers, what's going on in the company, or even revenue forecasts. And every day I am in at least one conversation that keeps me wondering, why is it so hard for them? There are so many options to keep track of our data, to use a system where you can have it all in one place. And if I ask any one of you randomly where you find your exam schedule, where you make your video calls, enter private dates, where you keep your notes, save your bucket list for your future holidays, I am 99% sure that you will answer on my phone. Where do you see your grades? In the e-desktop. How do you collaborate with your peers? Probably shared docs, shared sheets. You can work in it at the same time. How do you know how many ECTS you already earned and how many are left for your degree? It's all online. Your steps on your watch. Shopping on your computer, phone, tablet. Dating probably also on your phone. We are all connected. So many products and services are available digitally. So we tend to rely on digital solutions on our devices in our private life, and expect our friends, our families, and even the companies that we engage with to communicate with us through these channels. So for you, for all of you, it has become normal to use all of that. You have been using technology for personal interests, for your education, for your job, and all of it just because it makes your life easier, right? And let's be honest, there's an app for literally anything. And you know what? This thinking that you make use of technology to simplify anything, this is what is missing in huge parts of the corporate environment. Companies tend to say that this is how we've always done things, haben wir immer so gemacht, it still works, never change a running system. But you can be the ones disrupting a company. You can help break up old habits. You can demonstrate your unbiased, fresh perspective, combine it with your knowledge, and translate it into actionable insights. And this is why they need you to stay competitive. From a consumer perspective, so in B2C, all of this is nothing new. You go to a retail store, they may already recognize you as a frequent shopper through your phone when you have your Bluetooth on, or may even send you a push notification with a special offer. Or they know your purchase behavior from the online shop, what you're interested in based on which email newsletter you opened and which images and links you clicked on. And given the endless possibilities technology is able to do for us, we could expect to face the same preparedness and service in any company, whether they sell to consumers or to businesses, so B2C or B2B. But I can tell you, in reality, many companies lack an understanding of the possibilities and advantages of technology in their business, or they simply don't have the capacities to do something about it. And the biggest obstacles are related to security concerns, to high investments for consultation, software training, or the lack of skilled people, insecurities related to it. For example, when we digitize, are we losing personal relationships with our long-term customers, and so on. So many companies cannot even envision the opportunities that technology opens up for them. It's on the one hand making their work lives easier, so productivity. That includes faster communication, that includes transparency throughout the entire organization, the automation of processes, all over just higher efficiency, but also improving their numbers, the business performance. Because the more data you enter into a system, the better you can keep track and automate your work and see where your business opportunities are, as well as your optimization potentials. And then thirdly, improving their customer engagement. So with technology, they can provide better and faster service and live up to their customers, so our needs and expectations. And of course, innovation. With using technology, they can reinvent their product or their business model or parts of it. So this is exactly where I come in my current role. I'm researching mid-sized companies across all industries in Germany, connecting with them, trying to engage with key contacts to learn about their business, their challenges. I'm asking them what is taking up their time, what keeps them from reaching their goals, and why? Because with Salesforce's solutions, we are able to help companies digitize nearly any process in their business and then align their sales, service, marketing, and commerce around their customers. Now, I am telling you that this is a huge opportunity for all of you. We are all digital natives, right? So we learn to think outside the box. We are able to rethink concepts and ideas. We are able to find an alternative way to make things happen if something doesn't work out. We're witty enough to figure out how to use any app or device by just trying it out. And this is your asset. And I already described it before, your fresh perspective from outside a company, your ability to translate your knowledge and behavior from your private life to your professional life. Don't underestimate it. It's probably one of your biggest assets. And similar to my role, other companies in the tech industry or consulting firms offer these types of consultative selling roles to advise and sell to companies that need guidance on their digital transformation journey. But there is, of course, the other side, the companies who struggle to identify gaps, evaluate what they could optimize and how. So the ones who actually need to transform. All of them are thirsty for people like you. You bring the right skill set and mindset to the table. And you're all well educated. And that's also how we got together today. You're all open-minded. And for many companies, you're the customers they wish to have. And this perspective is super helpful to bring in as an employee in order to optimize their approach in how they work together and how they target and win customers. And in the end, it is young people like you and me who try out new things, who drive technology, sometimes without knowing what's going to happen. And I am aware that in this pandemic that we are currently going through, there has been a lot of negative reports and conservative outlooks on the job market. However, certain industries are now flourishing. Just think of all the businesses that pivoted to selling online overnight, or the institutions like universities and schools, including the IMC, who provided virtual classrooms, lectures, even exams instantly, or something like this format today. All the companies who adjusted their business models, switched their production to masks or other protective gear, and also found a way to enable their employees to work from home and interact with anyone inside or outside the company through various channels like video calls, internal collaboration tools, or other platforms. And all of this was possible thanks to technology. So the digital transformation got an enormous push in this unprecedented time, and I have a fun image for you about that. So if you're interested in being part of that digital transformation, then I recommend you to do it. Now more than ever, technology helps us and businesses to stay agile, to be flexible, to innovate, and from a company's perspective, also to be able to live up to the customer's needs and expectations and their own needs. Whether it is the provider side, so a technology or even consulting company who innovates and contributes to the digital transformation, or the kind of company that needs to transform. They will be happy to hear from young graduates and professionals like you are, who are curious and eager to learn and eager to succeed. So this is also my advice. Stay curious, stay eager to learn and eager to improve and succeed, and never stop being curious about everything outside your comfort zone. Because outside your comfort zone is where the magic happens, usually. And you will only develop, improve, and learn when you move forward. And the same is also applicable for the companies. And this is what drives innovation and progress. As Mark Twain said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So it's always about simply taking the first step towards your goal. And with that said, the best of success to all of you, no matter where you're going. And thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions about job opportunities in general, about Salesforce specifically, or want to talk about digital transformation, or you just want to talk about personal or career development, feel free to reach out to me directly via LinkedIn, or you just post in the Q&A group, and I'm happy to have a chat with you and answer all of your questions. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the conference.